Solo mission. Well, I know everybody and their mother over exaggerated because I took keys from CJ guys, but it doesn't mean like she's out. It just means Lang is trying to show her like how it feels to lose what she probably doesn't want to lose, right? Listen, man, I play my characters so aggressively, and I get it, but people like, I don't know, it's been like 8 years and my to lose their minds, but it just is what it is. It's just how I play Lang, bro. He's a villain, and I like around him, especially with Talon. Like Talon RP is very. It's like there's a reason why no one's in it. There's a reason why there's no one in it. So like vibe with CJ in general now. I mean, he just has no faith that she's gonna finish the training. But even then, like, just prove him wrong, right? The Talon arc devs, CJ can't redeem herself.
So timer check.
I don't know. I mean, bro, the Talon arc comes and goes. You know, it's been like that for years. Like, bro, the Talon arc is like 7, 8 years old. It just comes and goes, my boy.
Okay, we're at 22 minutes. Perfect.
It was never really meant to come back either. Like I retired and shelved the arc for like this specific.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive this car and you can drive your Astron.
Very hardcore.
Okay, I'll put the
Mulch, too many chatters.
Oh man.
Most RPers like don't really. They think
of a
they'll enjoy it,
VPN
but I don't know if they do.
Yeah, I have one.
There's reasons why I vaulted it. But obviously, you know, we saw some good opportunities to kind of try and bring it back. Is I'm gonna bring Edgar in? Lang doesn't bring anybody in, guys. It's more so we look for opportunities to like make them feel like they were chosen, right? So if the opportunity pops up, yeah. But also, I'm also playing Lang recklessly with Edgar. Like we know that we're being baited by a lot, like OOC, but it's
Tony, he's around calling. We could use him more for this.
Hey, we haven't made on what we're doing. Which always baffles me. I don't know why they want all these people to be miserable in Talon.
Yeah, we'll be at the event. Barry's Island, yeah, we'll be there.
Like that's
okay, sounds good. Blondies will be there for sure, right? We got it.
Which I guess you know, hand in hand is just gonna maul people because
this guy Junior's hosting like an island where you can come over there for a little resort.
But yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be very like intentional, like, you know, like dark, like misery, you know, depression and shit. And people just, you know, they eventually get tired of watching that. You know, I get it, bro. I don't hold it against no one. I just can't really, like, I don't see in my mind how I shift the vibe of like the actual Talon arc ever. It's just kind of meant to be that way, and if it doesn't work, you know, I have no problem shelving it. I've done it many times. I understand, guys. I understand metas and shit on the server. What works, what wasn't. Like, I'm not like blind to any of that. It doesn't bother me either. Like I said, bro, I adapt to anything. That's why I've been doing it for this shit for so long, bro. Some people like will mold, lose their minds, and for me, it's like whatever. It don't work. Let's do something else. Oh, this don't work. This works. Hell yeah, milk it. This don't work. All right, fuck it. On to the next thing. Yeah, like we started Blarneys, we're like, wait, this is working. Holy shit, wait, this is working very well. Time to milk the fuck out of it. I mean, this is kind of how you make arcs, right? And not every arc you do is going to be successful. I mean, you're going with that mindset, you're going to fucking hate role playing. Some shit's going to work. Some shit's not going to work. Some shit's going to work very well. Some shit's going to be absolute ass. You're going to get hated for it. It's just how it goes, bro, when you RP. As soon as she's the character ever fits Talon, she's just so stubborn set in her own ways. I mean, the thing about Talon is it's like, you could argue that it's almost like anti-RP in a lot of ways because you have to be so committed to one RP. And somebody like CJ who loves, you know, to RP with everybody and anybody, it's I'm surprised. Like I said, I was surprised like OOC that the CJ the character like made decisions to keep going deeper. And there's a reason why we emphasize, yo, now is the time to get out. Now's the time to get out, yo. Now is the time to get out. If you want to get out, now. Let's do it right now. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why I kept bringing that up. It is a very anti-RP sort of arc because you have to be committed to a very specific kind of RP. This guy said it's not a Lang's character to stop RP. Let them RP whatever they want. Still give them a second chance. I mean, we definitely try not to be like RP blockers, but I also have to like stick to my character.
Oh, but does he know his computers?
I mean, listen, the minute we heard like in character what the fuck happened, I knew people were about to maul. I knew motherfuckers were about to maul to my reaction.
Oh yeah, I guess he lost everything.
Yeah,
starting over from your fuck,
like,
okay,
bro,
guys?
Lang's mind, like, there's no other reaction to be had. There really isn't. I mean, I could force a reaction that I think he would have for the sake of, you know, whatever, but guys, Lang is like a very like, yo, obviously like there's a balance because OOC you kind of have to forgive characters and shit, so you're not just in a permanent weird stint on the server because characters don't die. But for him, it's like, yo, why would we ever meet up with a guy that's tried to kill us like 6 times? Can we chill on that? In what world are we just doing this? It actually makes sense. You think Lang had hesitation because it was Sav's call? Well, what Lang is trying to do is like, what we did like in old Cyprus, right? Like we're just trying not to overstep on Sab, but it's just like, bruh, Sab, why the fuck would you even allow that? Which is why we're like, you know what, it's fine, guys. And then I had to pull. Oh, there's a very clear degree separation, right? There's like Talon and CJ, and then Talon and Cyprus. Which is why when CJ goes, yo, you told me to listen to Sab, it's like, bruh, come on. I told you not to touch the hose, but if the house is on fire, I mean, come on, brother. It's like, yeah, I told you to listen to Sab, but if he's telling you to go against my direct order, I mean, come on, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I don't like about that. That excuse is just funny to me because it's like, bro, I feel like I'm too loud right now, guys. Let me turn myself down a little bit. It's like, yeah, I get it. I said listen to Sab, but like, do I really need to explain what that means? It's like listen to Sab to keep up the image, but understand what's more important in the background, right? Not use it as a crutch every time I fucking, you know. In my head that is not confusing to me at all, but it seems like people at least. And I'm talking like mostly chatters. Like when I see you guys type, you guys either pretend to be confused or maybe it's just confusing. But to me, it's just like not confusing at all. There's like a degree of separation. Like listen to Sab to keep up the image that we're a part of Cyprus. But at the end of the day, like you know what to listen to and what actually is priority. She looked at Sab's order because that was what she already wanted. I mean, that's how Lang viewed it, right? It's like. In his mind, she just wanted to just jump down the rabbit hole, bro. It was very clear because he knows that CJ's a very logical person and very smart, and there's no way any of them sit in a room, watch Lang cure JoJo hours before, and don't think like, wait, Lang probably might have the cure. Let's find that out first. Like it's to him, it's very clear what the intentions there were, right? It had nothing to do with the cure, man. Had nothing to do with saving lives. Had everything to do with jumping down a rabbit hole. Pestilence is leaving. Oh, I gotta see what this guy's gonna do before he's gone. You know what I'm saying? And it's fine. But that's just how he views it. It's the guild struggle in a lot of the same ways too, right? Like if you look at Meowfury, and he struggled so hard to the point that we flip him into a snitch. So most of the guild towards the end of it all, it's like I said, it's a very dedicated like cult RP. You think the coughing excuse is bad for wanting to get healed so she could take out the egg? I mean, come on, brother. Bro, Lang in his mind, like we don't look like when I'm RPing, like I get the mechanic part of it, but Lang is not gonna look at it as a mechanic, right? Like in your mind, why would a cough ever prevent you from killing somebody? Like I'm not looking at it mechanically, I'm looking at it RP-ly. Does that make sense? That's why like I don't compute that way. Oh, when I'm shooting my gun, I might stop shooting him if I start coughing. Like that sounds ridiculous. Like in a real person conversation, right? Mechanic wise, it's like, oh shit, wait, you're right. But I'm like computing that as RP. Like for him, it's like, what do you mean, bro? I can cough and kill a motherfucker any day of the week. I could sneeze while stabbing a motherfucker in the neck. You know? Listen, guys, maybe contrary to popular belief nowadays, I really do try to stick to my character in RP. That's why when CJ also went, yo, I spoke to everybody in the city for a cure. It's like, bro, really, bro? There's millions of motherfuckers in the city. You really gonna stand there and tell me that right now? It's been an hour. You know what I mean? Like, I just view it as very RP. Now, obviously, there's times where it's like you just can't help it, and you got to view shit as mechanic-wise and shit. But when it comes to Talon, like, it's so easy for it just to be RP all the time for me. That's always what it's gonna be. But I get it though. Sometimes you know you gotta kind of be a little OOC with mechanics and shit. Shit gets weird. I get it. But with that shit, it's just RP for me. Maybe Lang wanted to be the one who provides a cure, and so CJ is cutting him off. No, man, there's no depth to it. Lang was very clear. Like the only direct order I think he's ever really given recently was stay away from Pestilence and Norman. Just stay away. Period. Especially after the whole.
All right, 2 minutes. Lock in. Get ready.
Sab the hero shit produced a legendary classic clip, right? Especially after that situation. It was very simple. OC, she knew she was going to wait for a week, so she wanted to wrap up things quickly. She felt sickness was going to get in the way of that, but didn't know how to say it. I see. Maybe she figured out her own lore. I mean, but like that's, I get that, and like I'm not gonna argue with that, right? But like, you know, I'm just looking to RP the character, bro. That's just a simple answer. Listen, I like playing the villain, and sometimes like when I watch, like watching the Penguin, for example, they stayed so true to what like being a villain is that I really try to like stick to that. Now, This is very scuffed RP, and I'm no actor, bro. I'm just a random fucking idiot who just started doing this shit. But you know, I try a little bit. As much as I love people, I love RPing with people. Like I'll definitely still, you know, do the fucked up shit that makes everybody mauled. Like, bro, like look what I did with Speedy and Harry, right? Like we don't even really hang out anymore, like in character. Still some of my best friends IRL. But I'll do shit. I don't give a fuck. We'll see where it goes, man. I'll create the chaos, bro. That makes everybody mauled. It's fine. It's good content. At the end of the day, people won't admit it, but it was good content. Watching Cyprus split up and kill everybody was great. Some Game of Thrones shit. And I get that it gets very tiring watching that same cycle, but bro, you gotta understand something. I've been doing this for 8 years. Like what? There's only so much. Like the reality is these characters need to die, right, for things to end. But if the character doesn't die, then you're gonna be stuck in a cycle with the character. It's just how it is. Sometimes the ending is death, but obviously I'm not gonna permalang, so then you kind of have to restart.